Riders of the Apocalypse, we welcome you to our weekly show. When you leave a comment competing for the best comment of the week, don't forget to include your account name with all the right capital and lowercase letters so that we can find you and give you your well-earned gold. In this episode, On My Way Back, Return of Giant Insects, Autophobia, Playing the Long Game. Just pushing an enemy into a pit won't cut it at this point. You have to surprise us by doing it in an unusual or a spectacular way. Just like a survivor called Soldier Light 90. He was already on his way out of the pit when he noticed that there was an enemy waiting for him up there, and probably not to lend him a helping hand. Fortunately, the player had an ace up his sleeve. One up, one down. Thanks for the vid, Soldier Light 90. Keep up the good work. A long time ago, you'd be pressed to find an episode of our show without some kind of a cool mechanized insect in it. We thought that those times were long over, but DJ Nexa restores the tradition with this submission, a combat praying mantis. Granted, it looks a bit goofy at first, but let the creator show what this little mantis is capable of. The unusual placement of its armament, as well as its unorthodox looks, allow it to catch enemies by surprise. They just don't know what to do with it. We know really well what we have to do, though. Give DJ Nexa 1,000 gold. Great job. It seems like some raiders just can't stand not having an ally nearby. They absolutely have to stay together with their pals, as if being even a few meters away from them is already too much to bear. That's the only logical explanation we have for what's happening on the screen. 3 red players get bunched together, get hit with a mandrake, split for a few seconds, then return to each other again. And the cycle continues. You know, there's only one way it could end, right? We're also sure that we have to give No Way 95 a reward. A hover's MO is to stay away from the main fight and hit enemies from afar. You generally don't really want to go in because most hovers can't take a lot of punishment. That's why Crossfix was staying at a distance, watching out for enemy shots and keeping enemies occupied with a stream of missiles. What the player couldn't predict was that his comrades would be completely crushed, leaving him in a situation where he had to fight the whole enemy team all by himself. Well, as it turns out, him being careful at the start of the match was a good call because he had just enough HP and missiles to make it work. Crossfix, that was great. And now it's time to pick the best comment of the past week. Ultimate betrayal by a teammate.